Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise to offer this amendment, GOSAR 44, on behalf of my colleague from Arizona. In response to the tragic Dragon Bravo wildfire that it's wreaking havoc on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, this common sense amendment will ensure that land managers prioritize protecting critical infrastructure threatened by wildfires. The Dragon Bravo wildfire was foolishly allowed to burn in the peak of Arizona's summer for several days before any sort of federal response. And unsurprisingly, this fire has now torched over 12,700 acres, and it's destroyed over 80 buildings, including the iconic Grand Canyon Lodge. The fire also leveled a water treatment facility, sending plumes of toxic and potentially fatal chlorine gas billowing into the air. You heard that right, because land managers let this fire burn toxic chlorine gas poured into the Grand Canyon. The National Park Service was forced to close multiple nearby areas, including the Inner Canyon and several popular trails. They also had to evacuate firefighters from the North Rim, exacerbating this already dangerous situation. Chairman Gosar's amendment, which I am proud to offer on his behalf, will require federal land managers to act within 24 hours when a wildfire is within 5 miles of a federal facility that houses water, energy, or wildfire suppression materials. This is a common sense requirement that will greatly reduce the risk of similar disasters occurring in the future. Now, this is certainly an important change that will benefit not only communities in Arizona and my home state of Colorado, but across the West. However, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that until we address the root cause of this problem, our dire forest health crisis, we will continue to put communities and our cherished public lands in harm's way. That's why I am a proud supporter of the bipartisan Fix Our Forests Act, as well as other important pieces of forest management legislation being considered today. It's critical that we aggressively respond to wildfires in our most at-risk areas and to protect our communities as well as our critical infrastructure. And this amendment and the underlying bill will ensure that we do just that. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on this amendment, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back.